What if some of these creatures never left our world, but instead learned to coexist with us in silence? What if, over time, they adapted to our cities, forests, oceans, and abandoned places, watching from the shadows while sharing the same world we believe we fully control? These clips might not be random hoaxes or viral stunt-its, but accidental glimpses into beings that have mastered hiding in plain sight. If even one of these encounters is real, it raises a terrifying question. How long have we been sharing this planet without knowing? This clip begins in near total darkness, layered with low groaning sounds and frantic dogs barking somewhere off camera, as if sensing something unseen. A faint torchlight cuts through the black, sweeping across cracked walls until it reveals a pale, unnaturally thinned figure hiding behind a corner. Its black, bulging eyes reflect the light as it peeks out carefully, like it's aware it's being watched and is trying to avoid detection. The stillness feels intentional, not accidental. Some viewers believe this could be an elaborate hoax, while others think it shows something not meant to be recorded. Back in the 1970s, deep in Brazil's dense rainforest, a camera reportedly captured what appears to be a reptilian humanoid figure. At first, it stands completely motionless, blending so well into the vegetation that it almost looks like part of the environment. Its kite-shaped head sits at an unnatural angle, giving off a silent, alert presence. Then, without warning, it slowly turns its head toward the person filming. Many people think this footage depicts an undiscovered species, while the skeptics argue it could be a carefully staged performance. Could both sides be missing something? This clip was recorded by a hiker exploring remote woodland near Seattle, expecting only scenery and solitude. Instead, the camera locks onto a creature that looks disturbingly out of place. Its head resembles something prehistoric, almost dinosaur-like, yet its body moves on four legs like a mammal, with a long tail swaying behind it like a cow's. The hiker audibly mutters in confusion as the creature pauses, glances back, then vanishes into the trees. From my perspective, the way it moves feels too coordinated to dismiss easily. Was this a mutation, misidentification, or something stranger? This tape was reportedly found in a grandfather's attic, labeled simply Himalayas 1996, and what it contains feels like it was never meant to resurface. The footage shows a humanoid creature crawling along a shoreline, moving weakly, as though every inch forward costs immense effort. A fin runs along its upper back, while its legs taper into fish-like tails near the feet. Its body drags against the ground as it struggles toward the ocean, appearing exhausted and wounded. Some viewers think this represents an unknown aquatic species, while others wonder if it's an elaborate myth made real. Captured in 1983 in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, this footage shows a group of hikers encountering a tall, hunchbacked humanoid in the forest. Thorn-like spikes rise from its back and extend down its arms, giving it a jagged silhouette. Instead of acting aggressive, it appears to be picking up objects from the forest floor, almost methodically. The hikers whisper nervously as they keep their distance, unsure whether to approach or retreat. What stands out is how this tape faded into obscurity, despite its disturbing content. Why did it never spark serious investigation or public attention? This clip takes place in a restricted, pitch-dark area, illuminated only by the harsh glare of car headlights. That's not a person. As the camera pans forward, a towering, alien-like figure slowly comes into view, pale-skinned, with unnaturally long arms and legs, standing in a posture that feels distinctly inhuman. The person filming breathes shakily as the zoom tightens, revealing a full, eerie silhouette frozen in place. Critics argue this could simply be a person in costume, but others believe the proportions look biologically wrong. If it was a hoax, why does it still leave experienced viewers uneasy? Ever heard of a walking whale? This clip opens on a dark-furred creature resting in a small pond, its head unmistakably shaped like a whale, complete with familiar facial contours. One appears calm, basking in the sunlight as if cooling off, while another lingers partially submerged as the camera slowly pans away. The scene feels surreal, blurring the boundary between land and ocean in a way that defies logic. From my point of view, the creature's relaxed behavior makes it harder to dismiss as a prank. Could this be an unknown mutation or an expertly staged illusion? This footage genuinely forces viewers to question what they think they understand about nature. A snake, filmed deep within a forest, appears to have sharp horns protruding from its head, along with visible teeth, traits that don't match any known species. As it slithers across fallen leaves, the camera zooms closer, revealing textures that feel disturbingly real. People online have debated whether this could be a genetic anomaly, digital manipulation, or evidence of an undiscovered species. If it's real, how many other strange creatures exist beyond documented wildlife? Said to be captured deep in the Brazilian Amazon, this footage introduces a creature that feels deeply unnatural from the very first frame. It has thick fur along its back, backward-facing feet, long claws, and a second mouth embedded in its belly that opens and closes as it moves. An orange eye sits on its forehead, appearing disturbingly aware of the camera's presence. Although it carries a Bigfoot-like outline, its features don't match any known description. Some researchers believe this could be a misidentified animal, while others think it suggests a species never officially recorded. In the dead of night, a silent CCTV camera records a dark-furred creature stepping into an empty street. It stands tall like a deer, but has a rat-like face that feels unsettlingly intelligent. The creature pauses, scans its surroundings as if aware it's being observed, then slowly approaches the camera with cautious curiosity. The property owner later claimed he had never seen anything like it before, expressing genuine fear when reviewing the footage. From my analysis, its posture and movement feel purposeful rather than animalistic. Could this represent an unknown species living closer to us than we realize? This clip follows a man who claims he purchased a dog from the dark web, already setting an uneasy tone before the footage even unfolds.
This thing is so weird. Can you understand me?
The animal's movements appear unnatural, its face oddly deformed with almost human-like features. Curious but nervous, the man records himself approaching the cage, speaking softly to it as though testing its intelligence. When he asks if it understands him, a distorted voice whispers, "I want your skin?" Panic erupts instantly as he bolts away, the camera shaking violently. Many viewers believe this is staged, yet others argue the fear in his reaction seems genuine. This clip looks unreal from the very first second, capturing what appears to be a massive snake formed entirely from drifting cloud. Instead of solid scales, its body looks wispy, shifting and reforming as it moves like smoke shaped into a serpent. Despite its ethereal appearance, it slithers with the smooth, deliberate motion of a real snake, rippling forward with controlled precision. Portions of its body fade and reappear, almost as if it isn't fully anchored to reality. Some think this is simply a trick of lighting or editing, but others wonder if it shows something beyond our understanding. This footage claims to originate from a 1965 research expedition in a rainforest near Hong Kong, and what it depicts feels almost impossible. A massive dinosaur-like creature walks between the trees, long legs stepping carefully, while its extended neck sways as though scanning for threats. The researchers can be heard whispering in disbelief as the camera shakes, struggling to keep the creature in frame. Given the period and the grainy quality, some critics argue this could be fabricated, yet others believe it may show something suppressed or ignored. Why did footage this extraordinary never become global news? This clip opens with pure disbelief as a brown dog slowly walks out of a dark cave, appearing normal at first glance.
Meu Deus do céu. Que isso? Tá lascado. Ai, cara.
Then the light reveals something impossible. 3 separate heads moving with eerie coordination. The person filming whispers in shock, barely able to process what they're seeing, as the middle head suddenly releases a deep, aggressive roar, while the other 2 remain unnervingly silent. The tension rises instantly, making the moment feel staged yet disturbingly real. From my perspective, the synchronized movement feels deliberate rather than random. Was this clever visual trickery, or something far more unsettling? Deep in the Alaskan mountains, a humanoid figure is spotted moving through the snow-covered wilderness in a way that feels both human and animalistic. At first, it stands upright like a person, almost attempting to blend into the environment, then suddenly bends forward, placing its hands on the ground and moving on all fours. Massive elongated horns extend from its head, creating a silhouette that looks almost mythological against the frozen backdrop. Some viewers believe this could be a rare mutated animal, while others interpret it as folklore manifesting in reality. What if legends exist for a reason? This clip begins deceptively ordinary, showing a swarm of flies hovering aimlessly in the air. But within seconds, their movement shifts from chaotic to coordinated, as though responding to a shared signal.
Oh my god!
Suddenly, the swarm surges toward the woman holding the camera with aggressive speed, forcing her to scream and run as the footage turns frantic and unstable. Observers online have suggested this could be a natural phenomenon, yet others claim the precision feels unnatural. From a critical standpoint, the rapid behavioral shift raises questions about environmental influence. Were these just insects reacting instinctively, or something guiding them? Deep within Egypt's ancient ruins, a camera captures what looks like a mummified, bird-like creature standing upright, completely motionless. It doesn't blink, twitch, or emit any sound, appearing lifeless yet impossibly balanced on its feet. The person filming circles it slowly, whispering in disbelief, noting how unnatural its posture appears. Some archaeologists argue it could be a preserved artifact staged for effect, while others wonder if it represents an unknown ritual relic. The eerie stillness makes it difficult to determine whether this is a historical curiosity or something more mysterious, lingering in the ruins. This clip opens just after midnight, showing a long-limbed creature crawling along the edge of a quiet lake, with unsettling precision. Its legs stretch unnaturally as it slowly disappears into the darkness, leaving the viewer with more questions than answers. In a second piece of footage, an alien-like figure stands motionless near a bridge, statue still at first. Then suddenly lunges forward and dives into the water. People online have debated whether this behavior suggests fear, escape, or natural instinct. If it returned to the water, was it hiding from us or returning home? This footage feels surreal from the moment it begins. Filmed in the middle of the open sea where a group of people sit calmly in a small boat beside a creature that looks nothing like a human. Its pale, layered skin frames a face dominated by a single oversized mouth, with no visible eyes, nose, or ears. Long fingers end in sharp, claw-like tips, yet no one aboard seems frightened or alarmed. Instead, they interact with it casually, almost familiarly. From my viewpoint, their calm suggests prior knowledge or repeated encounters. Why were they so comfortable around something so unnatural? A barn CCTV camera captures a tense moment as a man stands beside his dog when a black, human-shaped figure suddenly appears, emerging from the darkness like a living shadow.
How'd you get out here? Easy, girl. Back off. Yeah, you better keep moving.
The dog begins barking frantically, sensing danger before the man fully reacts. You can hear him nervously say, "Back off," trying to intimidate it, but the figure doesn't move, flinch, or retreat. It simply stands there, silent and unresponsive, as though fear means nothing to it. Some viewers believe this represents paranormal activity, while others argue it could be an optical illusion. If it was harmless, why did the dog react so violently? This final clip starts with a man entering a cave he claims to have explored many times before, expecting nothing unusual.
Oh, stay back. Please stay back. Don't leave, man. Just...
I don't think it's seen us.
It gets out of there. It's watching. It's watching us.
Quiet.
Back up. Back up. Go.
Within moments, his calm shifts into shock as his camera captures a spider-like creature with an eerily human torso, moving with deliberate, almost intelligent intent. His voice trembles as he urgently tells a woman behind him to stay back, fear clearly overtaking his confidence. Critics argue this could be a staged horror scene, yet supporters point to his authentic panic as evidence of a real encounter. If this was fake, why does his reaction feel so unfiltered and raw? Whether these clips are hoaxes, misidentifications, or something far more unsettling, one thing is certain: not everything in our world has been fully explained. If even a fraction of what you've seen is real, it changes how we understand nature, reality, and our place within it. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and remember, sometimes the unknown is closer than we think.